we are catching up. At this point of our program, I would like to acknowledge our greatest appreciation, the captain of our ship. We thank you for being very open-minded. We thank you for the changes. We thank you for the due diligence and patience through all the changes and all the things that have been coming our way while we continue to improve the standard of care in our country.
Loved ones, our colleagues, the medical fraternity, it's not that we believe on the value-based care model. To the distinguished guests, fellow colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure for you to be here today amongst a lot of experts in your specific fields. Good breakfast. We thank for those who have prepared our breakfast this morning. Moving on with our program, the Internal Medicine Department, we would like to present to you data that we have collected for the past 3 years regarding stroke, ischemic, hemorrhagic, and subarachnoid strokes. Now for the death, looking back at the year 2021, the blue one you can see there's about 4 deaths from ischemic stroke. The red color there in the middle is hemorrhage.
So much for the generosity in bringing me here and welcoming me here. I also want to acknowledge that I'm here with my wife, Jennifer Moran, who is the vice president, time dependent, incredibly time dependent. The minutes really matter in terms of how large the stroke is and whether it's treatable or not, the percentage chance of success with treatment, the risk of hemorrhage with treatment, all of that is very, very time dependent.
Our patient rehabilitation programs offer comprehensive multidisciplinary interventions tailored to address the ongoing needs of stroke survivors. The transition to outpatient rehabilitation can occur within days of hospital discharge, provided
Heartfelt appreciation for allowing us the opportunity to share with you today. Together, we honor the resilience of our stroke survivors and their journey towards recovery. Thank you.
And when you get to thin, it flows faster through anything without restrictions.
Everything?
Okay, so wrapping it up now. So I should go up. Complication.
Slices that you can get and that may be lower hanging fruit for you now. We're going to look at your CT scan on Monday. I suspect it's probably good enough to run a CTA as a review package, which would really increase the eligibility of the and help you better understand and treat. When you get high quality CTA, you often result in an MRI on a patient for stroke. Because you know, CT perfusion and CT you look at the knee, I'll do a knee reference there. Really good for looking at the knee. Really incredibly important for looking at the spinal cord.
How can we address the neurotoxic effects?
Yeah, that's a great question. The question was, I showed a slide from the state of Hawaii, the Hawaii Department of Health data looking at
Round of applause for Woody. Can we get a photo as well? Thank you.
Oh, I missed that.
The cardiovascular, the gastrointestinal, the renal, and the central nervous systems are the major recipients of adverse effects.
The other option we go through is we do universal testing. We test everyone who presents, pregnant ladies who present in the clinic or in the labor ward. Everybody gets a test, at least once in the clinic. Of course, the administrators in all of you would say, will that cost a lot of money? Well, yeah, it can. But of course, before you do the laboratory testing, you can do a screening tool. You can utilize the screening tool, and there are many available, such as the Modified Assist, SERP, Craft. So all these screening tools, what they do is they get you to our clinics. Thank you for your time.
Neonatal opioid withdrawal syndrome, but as it is difficult to distinguish whether these symptoms are due to withdrawal from opioid use alone, it is not often used. NAS is a clinical diagnosis. It results from abrupt discontinuation of chronic fetal exposure with treatment failure defined as persistent signs requiring additional medication for treatment was less commonly seen with opioid therapy than it is with barbiturates.
So, and that is one way why these things are, easily,
And our Great Heart team, thanks for coming this morning to help screen everybody that wanted it. And lastly, my dear wife. I'm sure many of you are glad that we came to American Samoa because you can meet my wife. And I always feel like I'm on the freeway with two semi-trucks passing me when I'm with her because she's always ahead of me on the heart side and on the thinking side. So grateful to be on this mission with her while we're doing it. So I'm going to talk about cardiotoxicity and recreational drugs.
And this can be difficult to gather from history alone, so lab tests are helpful.
At sundown, come down, think about where we are. It's a long way, way up to everything that we want. But if we take a moment to get closer, closer to the things we love, it's not a long way, way to the spot where we already are. Stay here under the palm trees. Oh, won't you lay here with me? Baby, there's no plan for the wicked. There is no goal for the longing heart. Just another day to be with you. When everything ends, it's a brand new start. Baby, there's no plan for the wicked. Darker are the days for the bitter ones. Baby, I'm just happy to be with you. In our kingdom, kings fall, dropping like little flies. There's a price to pay to getting the things we want. But if we take a moment to get closer, closer to the things we need, we wouldn't need them. Leave that looking at the
too. By the way, I'm all about, involvement and getting, everybody here involved. I know it's late in the day, and I appreciate everybody.
It's actually found in the health and welfare title.
We have other.
Thank you very much for the great presentation. From what I see, we are talking about the tail of the problem, the patient, the acute recovery, integration back to society. I didn't hear about the head of the problem. In the island, isolated like ours, with everything cooked outside, but there is great financial interest in someone profiting of it. Until you got that money flow stop, you're going to have unlimited problem down the road. And that never been addressed ever. Thank you.
As I said, if we look back at the data that we have seen today, in the next decade, if we do not do these two things, probably the result will not be as good as picking them up early. Work through with
expertise. Dr. Matthew, we are so looking forward to resurrecting telestroke soon. Dr. Annie, we are excited to adopt the program that you have. Let us all commit to service and safe quality health care which the people of the territory truly deserve.